Pop Squat, coming at ya. Hey everybody, as you can see from this here page, Mr. Knightowl, or Knightowl as he was originally known, passed away today. And a number of people have commented on this, and that's a shame. He super talented guy. Obviously, I didn't know his music over the decades that he made it, but I certainly do appreciate what he did and really enjoy his stuff, and think it's worth talking about the fact that he passed away. This is from West Coast Styles. It's a news site all about West Coast music and etc. etc. And I figured I'd go to a site like that as opposed to one of the big fancy sites, that covers all sorts of stuff as opposed to specifically West Coast or, music and that sort of thing. But anyway, this says, they just learned the unfortunate news that Latin rap pioneer Mr. Knightowl passed away early this morning from COVID complications, and that is today, February 11th. The San Diego legend was responsible for inspiring and helping to inspire a generation of Hispanics to pick up a microphone and believe that they had a role in this thing we call hip-hop. Originally going by the moniker Knightowl, one word, as opposed to Mr. Knightowl, the pioneering rapper got his start in 1993 and was even set to sign to Eazy-E's label at one point, but those plans were cut off due to Eazy's death. Knightowl rose to prominence with his radio and street hit Daddy I'm in Love with a Gangster, and that's pretty much all they have to say, but obviously there's a picture here of him, probably within the last few years. It's a shame he passed away from COVID, and that's just awful. But with all that said, I wanted to have us listen to a song by him that someone recommended, and we'll just dive in here. It's a little over 5 minutes long, 5 minutes 13 seconds. Lifestyles of a G from Mr. Knightowl, and let's jump in here. I have to hit play, actually. Very different than his other stuff. I like it. It's funny because it has, I think it's from 2006, this song, but it has a very different feel. The other songs we've listened to by him were very kind of doo-wop-y 50s, 60s style music that he's rapping over and dealing with in terms of the mix and everything. This almost gives me like a slightly electro feel, especially with that just because of how it was generated, not necessarily the notes themselves. Really a different feel to this, so I'm in. This is cool. Like that.
Come take a ride with a boss player in the land of the lost, where some choose to die and own homies double cross. It ain't no love, only thugs with attitudes.
Wow, if that's him rapping, he sounds so much to me, or has so much of the same kind of roundness to his words that Biggie does, or did. Really, really kind of interesting, because I haven't really heard that from him before. So again, I don't know if that's actually him rapping. I hope it is. But I like it, and I'm liking this whole thing so far.
Steady dropping boulders, having everyday hangovers. Surrounded by soldiers in the midst of confusion. Am I losing? It's getting hard on my body, addicted to the drugs I'm using. Is it an illusion? Infatuation at its peak. It fucked me up, cause I thought I saw my ghetto freak. I busted you, what can I do but just let her know? You look like a winner, let's have dinner tomorrow at 4. No room for no, close the door, my L-dog get tracked. It's time to come anew in my rear view. Looking back, another day around the way where niggas stay. More chickens than Popeyes, get it raw and fried. Many die, but you can't tell by the smell. Sometimes it's like a living hell. Come take a ride with me.
Okay, that's actually a really cool idea for a song. basically like going over this is what my life is like, and he's telling you about his life as he's also saying, come along with me to see what the lifestyle of a G is like. And so we're not only getting the story of him doing this and inviting someone, but he's telling us what that experience is and everything, like the sense memories and all that sort of stuff that really, I mean, it makes you be able to see that in your imagination. What a great idea for a song.
You can see just what we see. Won't you come and creep with me and live the lifestyle of a G? As we're shining through the streets, you can see just what we see. I don't love nobody that don't love me. As I was stopping up at the light in my drop top SEC, seen a handful of niggas jumping out they shit coming up to jack me. The ski master 9 mils, every one of them on strap G. I swallow my pride as I clutch my loaded 22. Trouble on my mind, thinking to myself, what am I gonna do?
So he's getting attacked in his car, and they've got a whole bunch of guns, and he's got a 22. What am I gonna do?
Start blasting and take a chance on getting my wings split, or raise up out my ride and let these niggas have it. I thought about all the ins and outs that I was facing, but even a G could spot a no-win situation. They got me blocked in, so I ain't thinking of hitting the gas. And I'm a dead man if they see me reaching fast. So I slide my 22 up under my front seat, then I raise my hands up in the air, nice and easy. As I watch my ride rolling away, I was so furious. I swear on my life, I'ma get them dirty motherfuckers, man.
It's interesting because I think the subject matter of this song, I think I want it to be a more, not as relaxing a piece of music. Like, I want the music to be maybe a little edgier, but then that makes me think, like, so why did he decide to do it this way? Why did he decide to make it sound like kind of just a nice listening song? And that's really what it is. If you don't listen to the lyrics, it just sounds like a really good sounding song that you could have on in the background anywhere. And so, all that said, it makes me think maybe what he's doing is trying to get you to listen to the song until you actually hear the words, and then the words are telling you what it's like to live his life, or the life that he's presenting in this story, and that it's not easy, obviously. Nobody's life is easy. It's not, just because you're a gangster doesn't mean you're going to be, you just accept some guys rolling up on you and stealing your car because all you've got to defend yourself is a 22 and they've got, well, more than a 22. I mean, you could be pissed off about that, and he says he's pissed off about it in the song, and I think that's really cool. But it's just illustrating, like, I don't know, I think people have this concept of people who are in gangs and whatever, like, just because they're in a gang, they then accept all these things that could potentially happen to them because it's a dangerous lifestyle, right? They don't have to accept it. They can be pissed off about it too. And I think that's a really kind of a cool, interesting thing to be said here of, like, yeah, this happened and it sucks and I don't like it and I don't really accept it, but I have to deal with it because that's the life I have. That's just it. It's really neat. Like, I would expect this song to be a little edgier, and it's not.
I'm thinking about all the things and all of them things they did. You know that I'm back, you better be ready to battle. And ever since you was a kid, I never had love for a fake. I think I made a mistake the day that I trusted you. Now fool, you gotta get dusted. Now I'm disgusted. I thought you was my...
Really liked his rapping there. It was just had some really neat tonguing, I guess would be the right way to say it. How he kind of trilled off some of the words there. It was really cool.
But things will change cause now I'm stacking chips. I'll be the one that's got the clips and now I'm bringing hits. You best get out the way cause I'm the one that's coming through. The night I'll be giving them all of them things that they wanna listen to. I
Nice.
hope that someday when I see that ass around the way you fight me like a man. But I forgot you be my biggest fan. But I will not remember all of them things we did when you was young. Cause you's a punk full of that junk. So now you're in my trunk about to get dropped off instead of that tank with acid. Much love to all of them fools that bump my shit and pass it. Complete with the baddest of them all on this wicked ride. And let me show you how them streets be where I reside. And see the lifestyles of a G. You know what I'm saying? It's Knightowl, Big Psych and Crow. For 98, motherfuckers.
Oh,
You can't fuck
1998?
with the real, so get the fuck off my back before you get smacked with that motherfucker.
What a great sound. I just love the sound of this song. And it absolutely reminds me of some really old electro-y stuff, and I know I bring them up a lot, but another band it really reminds me, or a group it reminds me of, is Art of Noise. Just that little bit of electronic. No, not Art of Noise. Not in this case. In this case, it would be. Yep. Tina Weymouth, Tom Tom Club, which has the one song that every hip hop band has sampled because it's just a fantastic beat, and I can't remember the name of it right now, but it kind of reminds me of that. This is a really good song, and all three of the Knightowl songs, or Mr. Knightowl songs that we've listened to, I've really, really liked, and the first two specifically because they kind of had that old time rock and roll feel, like doo-wop sound is really what I'm trying to say. But this is completely different, and it's still fantastic. Just really, really good. I can't imagine if I had heard this at any point in my life that I would have disliked it. This is just a good song. Unfortunately, the creator of it is now passed away. That's a real shame. And definitely going to check out more of his stuff, because 3 out of 3, that's a pretty good record. Yeah, would love to hear more by him. And I'm sorry he passed away. If anybody happens to watch this who knew him, my condolences. He made some good music. I think that's enough for today. Papa Squat, checking out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I do appreciate it. Have yourself a good weekend.